wait for you to describe what it was like at this drone show in Williston at the Babe Ruth. So here you've got this Babe Ruth World Series, thousands and thousands of people, and then you pull off this.
Well, we did, and the whole thing with the drone show, again, it was a partnership with Train ND, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and a couple of other sponsors. But the idea with the drone show, again, is we're trying to showcase some of the opportunities that we have out here in Western North Dakota with emerging technology, and UAS being one of them. And so what we did is we knew with the World Series, we're going to have people from all over the United States up. And we said, well, let's contact a company, and the company we used was Firefly, and we did a 15-minute drone show in the sky that one, it highlighted some of the activities with Babe Ruth with their logo, Welcome to Williston, World Series 2022. And then we, celebrated our industry. So you saw ag with a tractor, a pump jack for oil, and then we ended with a UAS actual kind of lighted up looking drone out there as well. So I got to tell you, I didn't know what we were going to get with this show, but it was fantastic when that thing got up in the sky and just got going. I mean, aside from the stadium, the people at the stadium watching, which was a couple thousand people, there were thousands of people just parked in every parking lot you could see to watch this thing. So it was nothing short of a tremendous success for us. And we had a ton of fun watching it and a ton of fun, seeing it take off.
And so for the people that are watching our live stream, thanks to Siriset of Fargo, what there's all these different like moving pieces. And so Shawn, this is going to sound like a really ignorant question, but all these lights that are popping up, this is just drones that have lights that are flashing, and it's all sort of developed via software. And
yeah. The company we worked with was called Firefly, and when we initially got them under contract, we talked about an idea of what we wanted to do. They put some things down. You buy it in packages, but the package we bought was 200 drones. Those lights that you see, there's 200 individual UAS or drones that are in the sky. Again, like you had said, they're all programmed to a show. And once that show kicks off, they take off from the ground, up they go. They do this whole section or segment of different patterns and different images. And then after, our package was 15 minutes, and then they all just kind of go back to their home base. And again, it was all tied to music. And that was another thing, is we were able through, this company had these transponders that they dropped off at the radio station or they dropped off at the stadium, and you just plug them right into your sound system, and it's all tied real time to the sound as well. So you just talk about the technology that is out there today. It was phenomenal. And again, we've got teams from Wisconsin, Tallahassee, we've got teams from Arkansas. I mean, they're from all over the U.S. So just to expose, that amount of people to what we can do in Western North Dakota was exciting.
Well, and then, oh, by the way, you can probably just drop in like, hey, you see this? We have got a whole training program up here in North Dakota. If you want to come up from Arkansas or Wisconsin, and right?
Absolutely. It's been a big week because, again, we talk about our push into emerging technology. I'm very quick to say, that we're not going to be like a Grand Forks, where they're a lot of Department of Defense when they talk UAS. But there are some applications out here on the commercial side, whether it be working in the oil and gas industry with monitoring systems or working with the emergency services. There's a niche out there for us. And it's really kicked it off because of, we've talked in past programs that Vantis, the statewide beyond visual line of sight infrastructure that has gone in. We're the first leg of that infrastructure. So again, we're just really finding ways to have fun with this and do some business development in return.
So exciting. And if you're just joining us, Shawn Wenko from the Williston Economic Development. It's our Williston Economic Development update here every Thursday. And so you're being humble, and I just want to give you a quick chance to talk about this because I know there's a lot more going on in Williston, but it just sounded amazing. Lee Greenwood was there and had a big fireworks show.
That was the kickoff night of the World Series. It was a huge night. You had the Champions Banquet, the first, when everybody got into town. You had Kirk Gibson that was talking at the Champions Banquet. The next night, you've got opening ceremonies. And then, we capped the night off with a mini concert by Lee Greenwood, and then a massive fireworks show that you saw that after the concert there. And then the next night, you had games all day, and then you finished the day with this drone show. So again, it was a big 3 days of activity. the games are still going on right now. I mean, the pool play, I believe, is kind of finished up. Now they get into the real tournament where the rubber meets the road. And by the end of the week, we're going to be crowning a Babe Ruth World Series championship for the 14-year-olds right here in Williston.
Oh, and by the way, also the same day, there's going to be a big Williston Air Show.
Well, we wanted to add a little more activity, so we said, let's throw an air show in this. So one of the things, we opened up a brand new international airport in October 2019, and our airport director is always had kind of a vision of of working to put on an annual air show that he can grow each year. The inaugural one was last year. It was, a tremendous success. So we're looking forward to the second annual, which is going to happen this Saturday, and it's a little bit bigger than last year. But yeah, so the World Series fans on top of the public, they're going to be treated to an air show out here.
I mean, thank you for everything you're doing in the city of Williston just to represent North Dakota so well to all these teams. As you mentioned, from all across the country, they get to say, walk away from Williston after this week and go, wow, like that was really, really impressive. Another impressive thing I want you to touch on, we could go on and on, but also you guys have contracted Infinity Development Partners, a Grand Forks-based firm. What's happening there, and how can people find out more about it?
Yeah. So again, with this IDP, I'll refer to them. So a lot of people, especially on the East, would recognize the name because they are very instrumental in the Grand Sky project that's happening in Grand Forks. So when I talked about the Vantas system, and this goes back is here's this new shiny piece of infrastructure for UAS systems. As the economic developer, I'm trying to figure out what are the opportunities and what can I do with this. So it started with an RFP that we sent out as a city, looking for a partner to come in and do some initial analysis of what UAS may look like in Western North Dakota. Is there opportunity? Is there limited opportunity, or is there a lot of opportunity? What type of opportunity does that look like? So, we've settled in on this IDP, Infinity Development Partners, and, we really like them again because of their North Dakota ties, because what they've done with Grand Sky. They have a great understanding of UAS in North Dakota. And so they were out here for the last couple of days with their initial site visit, having a lot of discussions with stakeholders. And, we're hoping here by the end of the year, we're going to have some sort of roadmap to take us into what I would call phase 2. So they're going to come back with some recommendations stating, this is what we would probably do if we were economic development. From there, we'll take that and decide how we make the next step. But again, I always talk about diversification, emerging technologies. UAS is that next step. We've got some opportunities out here. We just have to figure out where we fit amongst the grand scheme of UAS in North Dakota.
Well, and it's amazing. I mean, UAS does and will touch, every aspect of so many people's lives. So to be leading the charge in that arena, obviously very, very exciting. And again, I think first in the nation for the beyond line of sight between Williston and Watford. So I've got about 60 seconds left here, Shawn. Again, Shawn Wenko from the Williston Economic Development. Give you the last word. So anything else you want to add or share? And most importantly, how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, well, the big thing, World Series is still going on. The tournament play, that's kicking off now after the pool play happened the first several days. And so there's going to be some exciting games going through the weekend on this thing. We've got the air show on Saturday. But it's really a point of what we talk about and what we can do and the capabilities that we have in Western North Dakota, and also building upon a quality of life. But, again, we look back, there's development opportunities out here. If anybody wants to see what we've got going on, you can go to willistondevelopment.com. We've got all our contact. If anybody's ever thinking of starting a business or they just want to kind of know in general what's going on, they can contact our office through that website.
Thank you very much. Check him out. He does a great job. If you're someone who's got, any inkling of being entrepreneurial, thinking about, hey, can I start a business? Shawn will kind of hold your hand, walk you through it. Check him out at willistondevelopment.com. Again, willistondevelopment.com. Shawn, thank you. Have a great week.
We'll talk to you later, Chris. Thanks.